the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's coming off an absolute offensive showcase last week. Double-digit passing touchdowns. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, and it's coming up next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter. It's Taylor Heineke. A run here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nakobe Dean in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing. Heineke. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now Heineke. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to connect with Dotson. Touchdown, Washington! Jahan Dotson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. Let's see what week 3 has in store. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. In motion right is Watkins. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 10. Hurts airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part line. Cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Second down, they go again with Henry. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Okay, but you gotta know he feels like he's right on the verge. That's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to fourth down. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 31, Heineke. Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And a look at the next-gen stats reveals that that sack occurred in all of 2.3 seconds. And you think you wouldn't be in the NFL able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. Fourth down. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. But first down, Hurts. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try and throw for it. It hurts. Caught on the slant. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get it.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing is Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 13 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Now Heineke. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Robinson up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Heineke. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded at the 27. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. Now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge.
The previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking.
Touchdown, Washington! Jahan Dotson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both. And the Commanders are back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion right is Watkins. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete. Touchdown. Devontae Smith with their 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Jahan Dotson and the Commanders set to take over. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. Heineke on 1st down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, Robinson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play. And team as it's fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Taken in at the 22. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. In motion right is Watkins. Hurts sets up to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Ball start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. Glancing down at the stat sheet, and we've been tracking it, but you get a 100-yard game, you're really happy. You're over 200 like he is. You probably want that ball after this game, don't you?
You want that one. You want to continue to call the same plays in any other game you play. You're having one of those magical performances that just never want to end. And you know something? Your fellow receivers, they get those clenched grins right now. Like, congratulations.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 75 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Heineke now looking to throw on first down.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
In motion right is Watkins. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They go play action with Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
In motion right is Watkins.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They'll look to throw again. This is Smith with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free. Let's go, y'all.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched him move for move and knocked it away.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke.
And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this 3rd quarter.
Sounds like we're describing a possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that break the backs of defenses, keep first downs, accumulating. I think he's that and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he's been pretty good so far. We'll see if he can make this good game a great game. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
In motion right is Watkins. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Smith, the man in motion left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen.
behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Robinson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And they'll try to throw now. Heineke. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A give up the middle to Gibson. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, Heineke. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 70. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. on 1st and 10. Heineke.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Heineke, throw right side complete to Dotson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Heineke. Going right back to Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
McManus's point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's beaten a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding him.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. Oh, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll try and run for it with Henry. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short game there, but can they do it a couple more times?
Henry again.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Derrick Henry.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
First down, Heineke. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
on 2nd and inches. Heineke, pressure, gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. After the sack on first down, Heineke under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, Heineke to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. McManus now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the rookie, Brian Robinson, finished things off with a touchdown run. Fields it right around the goal line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
He's got a man, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A first down throw for Heineke.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw again on second down. Heineke. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Heineke. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught on the slant. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott on for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but there will... Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Throwing. Heineke. Quick slant, Dotson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Throwing on 2nd and long. Heineke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Heineke to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
Airing it out deep for Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinator drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Heineke now looking to throw on first down.
They'll wind up losing 11 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Heineke, that's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point from McManus is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
In motion right is Watkins.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Eagles, it's an ideal start.